keep you alive.
Yeah, maybe.
It does sound like Team Spirit just basically said, okay, you pick your Medusa and we're going to try to see if we can beat it in the first game of best of 3. If they don't, I'm sure we're going to see that hero banned out for the rest of the event.
Maybe. No.
They made it to 4th pick.
Somehow.
4th pick. Yeah, they made it to 4th pick. They could pick it themselves, but they really wanted their Coddle Storm. And maybe we're going to see exactly why they wanted to pick that Coddle Storm. It's time to head over to game number 1 and head over to OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much. Game 1, folks. We're getting to start the day once again with some Medusa. As Team Spirit, they've certainly got a challenge ahead of them here. Up today, of course, against Gaming Gladiators, the team that's coming hot off the 2 sort of wins of the Major, of Dream League. And now they've got to face not only Gaming Gladiators, but Gaming Gladiators with Duracho on the Medusa, this spooky snake lady that just seems to be winning game after game.
Yeah, they've got an idea, and this is the time to test it, right? I think this is probably, since it's a best of 3, you know, if you're able to beat it, boom. There you go.
Yeah, you make quite the statement there.
Exactly. But is he going to be able to? Because it's not just a Medusa. It's a Medusa that's enabled. There's a CM aura, of course. I imagine there's going to be constant feeding of mangoes, healing lotuses, etc. Arcane boots across the board. I think we've talked about it ad nauseum, how much you can just pump up this hero in order to make sure that she just is immortal. But yeah, let's see what they're able to do here. Looking at Duracho, interesting starting items. I mean, I've been seeing different variety on these Medusas of what they want to go for. I've seen the wand starting build. I've seen wand branches. I have not seen this. So the Medusa has double blood grenade.
Oh.
Double blood grenade, early Wraith Band, and into a Sage's Mask just for mana regen.
Double
so, kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll see if there's going to be any sort of action that Jurash is going to be able to make use of that.
I mean, they definitely want to just play to punish the Darkseer, because that lane can sometimes just become impossible for Darkseer at times. And we'll have to see what Spirit can do, right? They're running something a bit different, trying this Alchemist 4 with the Darkseer. Oh, let's see how it does end up going down.
Era should be fine and throws the concoction out. And yeah, I mean, what do you sort of reckon the logic is here for Spirit in terms of how much they favour the Alchemist? I mean, we sort of heard from kind of Peterson on the panel that it's a bit interesting that they went for this over some of the other heroes that kind of on paper look pretty good against Medusa.
I mean, people have always theory crafted the Alchemist support, and now it's just better because you get obviously built-in Greevil's Greed, so maybe they think they can just get constant kills with it early. Top, Tofu, he might just be dead also, as Collapse also being chased up. I think Tofu might die first. Yep.
Well, indeed, first blood's going to be there for Miposhka as the 3 of them are able to team up and take him down. They should be able to finish off Collapse down here, though. Stellar in Duracho. Collapse trying his best with the Dukes. Having another blood grenade will be thrown out. In fact, yeah, Duracho did end up using both of those.
Okay.
Let's get the kill.
And he misses pretty much the entire wave, it looks like. Will he get the range creep?
Is under attack.
He will. Okay. But this is what you do versus Darkseer. If he's alone and you have double range heroes, you just don't play at the lane. You walk up, you zone him off from the
I mean, what's the point with that? It still feels good that you miss a whole wave to do that? Or
yeah, I think it's still fine. It did cost him 2 blood grenades. I don't think they wanted to have to use both of them. Now Duracho, he's 164 HP if he does get his mana taken away, so can't hurt. But either way, a good start for both sides. They both do get a good kill here. And yeah, I'm really curious to see how this is all going to work out, because I think what Spirit's also looking at is, just like the panel was saying, is Sven, of course, to get like super farm, right? He's just going to be able to try to match the farm, maybe outpace the Deuce's farm because of how fast we've seen this hero able to do that with new double ancients and stuff like that. And then it's wombo combos, right? We're going to have vacuum concoctions, vacuum Sven stuns, potentially like Axe Storm or something like that in order to go for it too, but this is all in theory, of course, if they can actually handle the spooky snake.
No, I mean, absolutely, you can only imagine that, you know, a lot of theory crafting was put into this by Spirit. They knew that they were going to be facing this hero today.
Yeah.
So let's see if what they've got is going to be able to do it.
Yeah. And let's see if this fan is actually going to be able to get off to that big start, because this isn't really the easiest lane. When he's got a Coddle behind him, I think if he had a stronger 5 position, then perhaps they can actually like set up for these kills when they have the 2 of them. This one looks tough. There's a lot of spam that's going to be coming out from both Ace and Tofu. And looking overall at mid, this is a good matchup for Laurel. He is playing that Storm versus the Pango, so Storm overall in this one, you free farm. You get like every single last hit. The thing Laurel has to worry about is rotations. The 2 supports, amazing answers for a Storm Spirit. Built-in Silence, instant Frostbite that gets maxed now every single time. It definitely causes problems.
Let's see if Gaming Gladiators are able to sort of move away from their side lanes early on. As for now, let's see us down bottom. Duracho starting to catch up. I mean, of course, yeah, missed out on that first wave, but things looking pretty good now. Celery able to continue to sort of set up with his frostbites and make sure the collapse never feels too comfortable coming close to the wave.
I think they have to start pulling the wave a little bit here on Spirit, though. It doesn't feel good as a Darkseer when...
No.
I mean, it's always like this, right? It's just a Darkseer thing. Either you kind of crush the lane because you have some super strong floor position with you, like that Nyx that they were mentioning on panel a lot, or, yeah, you just get zoned off from double ring.
And what sort of the build-up been, or would you imagine we're going to be seeing on these support outs? Like, what sort of items do you want to be prioritizing?
Good damage on DOTA2 bottom.
Mana's falling low.
Good drop.
He's going to start dying pretty quickly with the mana gone. They get the vacuum back. Mirror the body blocks. He needs sort of a couple more right clicks. He's got a concoction. Smoke grenade as well. Mirror, he's going to be able to do it.
Done.
Taking him down. DOTA2 knocked out of the bottom lane.
He tanked the entire Ion Shell from the creep wave. Literally a full one, and this is a big wave that he's going to actually end up missing here too. And Celery also, I believe, used what, 3 mangoes or something there, 2 or 3 mangoes, and the Lotus in order just to get the kill. So
I mean, there you go.
good stuff there coming out from Spirit. For the Alchemist, I would say, I honestly, he probably just like blink so he can do the combos and stuff like that, or he can just go for like these solar crests and these type of things just to amp up his Sven to make sure that he can handle and fight. I love Medallion is one of the best items in support for an Alchemist if you do want to go down that route. So could definitely see him do something like that. It does. This is a very good laning start. Darkseer still level 2, but I think Mira getting levels is very important as it's Alchemist to let the pressure Medusa. Cool stuff. See it? Quinn, he is handling the matchup. He's played this one time and time again. I think a lot of times we do see these Storms able to bully sometimes, but Quinn, I feel like he's just like the best Pango. He always has a phenomenal lane no matter what he's up against.
Yeah, for the most part, we imagine Quinn will just continue to sit mid to pressure the tower after it's the 6, or how active across the map will he choose to be this game as Pango?
I mean, he can make whenever he has ult, so definitely can look to punish bottom if they do overextend, because that's what this lane does do. Once you start getting levels on Darkseer Alchemist, you want to like play around like glyphing the wave and diving if you do see kill potential. So could definitely see Quinn look to rotate it. How about this lane, if they even need it?
Radiant
go with a concoction here. Yeah, they won't be going any further in as both Mirror and Collapse a little bit low on the HP.
Quinn is actually starting to bully the Storm. He's the one who used that glyph there.
And how close is Lyle to the 6 himself? He's a fair bit away. He's going to miss out on this wave, so there'll be quite the difference now. Quinn, he's going to hit 6 easy off this wave. Lyle, we'll see if it returns to lane to sort of pick it up. Back down bottom.
Good kill.
And they're able to kill off Celery. Mirror and Collapse definitely starting to make some moves here now that they've got the levels. It's not a safe lane really for Celery. And honestly, even DOTA2 himself, he's got to be careful against these two now.
Yeah, he's definitely slowed down. Not going for like I was mentioning, I literally saw like every other Medusa just do the wand build. So let's go. That hurts. Laura, he came back.
He did return to try and pick up the XP to get towards the 6 in mid. Quinn's in with the Rolling Thunder. TP backup's going to be coming in. Gaming Gladiators bringing both supports in. They won't be able to reach in under the tower and catch Lyle. So Lyle will get away with it, stays alive. Be able to survive here with this next wave coming in, which should push him up towards the 6.
And they get the root.
Lyle to gang. Tofu and Quick. They'll be able to take out Miss Poshka to the side.
Big damage. I think lanes are probably gonna start breaking a little bit, just because it's now an Underlord who has Vanguard. Bottom lane, I think they'll continue. Of course, Spirit, I think they will keep Mira down there. And yeah, we see he's queued up. He's queued up Medallion, and it's kind of obvious. We used to see this quite a bit here when he used to be able to play to support Mira. Could be in some trouble this time. Celery, nice blocks.
Oh, she got a courier. Okay, well, they'll take that. Get something done there on the way out, Mira. Easy courier.
Hell yeah. He's doing very well on the support outcome. Yeah. Even though he's got this death.
It's had good effect, right? I feel like we've seen some other lanes sort of tried against the Medusa where, there's been very little pressure. I mean, this time round, it's not like he's getting completely shut down at all. 31-9. He's having a good time. Yeah. Just not quite as good, of course, as the time that Yatora is having in that top half in terms of CS. But in terms of kills, kills now that DOTA2's picked up.
He's gonna steal it! Oh my god, he gets it!
and he's out now. Concoction's been used. So
see you later.
Wisdom Rune and indeed a see you later there. Both of those going towards Gaming Gladiators here at the 7 minutes.
He tipped him! Oh, Mira doesn't like that.
Ooh.
That's cute. Cute little play. Continue to play around mid, Tofu. He's got the silence skills up.
Laurel trying to go for this.
Laurel, gotta be careful. Nice blinding light. This is away Tofu.
Close start. 4 for 3, 7.5 minutes in.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, like we said, it's a test, right? Can they handle her? They're gonna try going again, it looks like. Level 5 has been hit, so level 3 Ion Shell.
They need a +1. I don't think it's happening now with just the two of them.
They got to whittle, right? They got to whittle her down.
Yeah, but even then, you know, Draxio, if he
tough.
gets sort of one snake off, I mean, it's two melee heroes, right, trying to step up, so you're always going to be able to get that easy sort of burst of mana back up.
He has a lot of pretty good targets as well, too, just to throw the snake on. Whenever you're playing versus like these high int heroes, even though now, yeah, Darkseer's universal, you still have pretty high int overall. You get one snake onto a Coddle, snake onto Darkseer, snake onto the Storm Spirit as well, too. Like, it's going to restore an insane amount of mana anytime in the mid game. But I am looking forward to the Wombo combo. That's one thing I'm really looking at Spirit, and I'm like, if they do land these type of like massive connections with these vacuum concoctions, spend stuns, etc., there could be some really cool potential.
Yeah, I feel, I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since I've seen a good vacuum storm out.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was some of the good stuff back in the day.
Mira.
15 Spirit could bring it again here.
He's got wand.
I mean, Quinn could go for the kill.
Got to wand himself, Quinn.
I mean, he wants to see if he can reach in for it, and he can. Kill for Quinn. Takes out Mira with the swashbuckle.
Quinn is just having way too good of a game.
And now Love should be okay. There's still a lot of damage to take as he returns back to the lane.
He just got back. Quinn is level 8.5. Good God. I mean, this is way too good of a game here for the Pango to start off.
Yeah,
the Storm is at the bottom of the cores.
And the fact that, you know, DOTA2, he's second highest on the net worth. You know, it would be very refreshing to see a team be able to do something about a Medusa, but so far now, you know, that the lead's starting to show its head here for Gaming Gladiators.
It's scary tales when that happens.
Yes.
It's also, like, just looking at matchup, I know they were mentioning on the panel, it's like Sven versus Medusa in the past.
I mean, that's the thing, right?
It's a rough matchup. But it's, well, you can, if you get an eye ahead, outfarm, exactly.
If you get an eye ahead, you turn up to these fights, you jump in the Medusa, then there's hope, right?
Or you jump everyone else. Maybe that's the strat, like they were saying, right? But the one thing is like the matchup, I'm just unsure if it's even, I feel like it's actually worse than it used to be, because now, I mean, Medusa's just unkillable, and you get all buff from everybody. You get arcane boots and all these things getting thrown on you, so I don't know. It just feels tough versus Stone Gaze also, as Yatoro, he's actually getting hunted.
Dire's top tower is under
attack.
attack.
Just gets away from them for a second.
He's going to show back on the wave. They could go into the tower. They're going to be too scared at all. Gaming Gladiators will start to lead in. He's going to go for the TP out. He's caught him. As Yatoro bullied out of the top lane. First rotation here from Quinn.
Aye, this feels incredible now for gaming. And the one thing too is now trying to get for
Draco's got stacks.
Yeah, for gaming, it's easy for them to set up kills. If they see the Sven and they have this Pango and they roll in, it's like, okay, yeah, we have kill threat. For DOTA2, how do you kill him? If you try to hunt this Medusa, are you even going to be able to kill her? You have to bring, what, 3, 4 heroes, maybe more than that every single time to even attempt to. And if you don't get that kill, you're going to get turned off.
That's crazy. I wonder,
so ridiculous.
You know, Medusa's win rate, what was it in this tournament? About something like
77, I think it was.
Like that. That's pretty insane. I bet sort of the actual stat, if you took what the KDA of Medusa in this tournament, I bet it's rather ridiculous, right? This hero just doesn't die.
Yeah,
even in the games it loses. They'll have like a couple of deaths, and then other reasons have been the reason why the game's folded.
And we've seen people try multiple strats now versus it, right? We've seen, I mean, we did see one lose, but I think the one that ended up losing, it had like, pretty sure Shopify had like a 30,000 gold lead and then ended up losing somehow with that game. So it's a bit of a crazy one.
Yeah.
But we've seen like a lot of approaches ignoring Brewmaster, throw it in the air, try anything, because man, there's nothing that just seems to work.
Dire's middle
Quinn, like I mentioned, he's just having way too damn good of a game. He knows how to play this Pango, just even into some of these counter matchups with the Storm in the lane that we've seen sometimes. Yeah, we'll see. That's mid. Poshka.
It's going to end up one for Quinn. It's getting a bit messy now. 11 minutes, 7-3, 3K lead. Gaming Gladiators, all 3 cores having a fantastic game.
Yeah. And now they're having these like successful lanes too, so now what are they starting to gather, Owen? The Lotuses. So Healing Lotus with Medusa, it's broken. Just throwing that onto this hero. Celery, Arcane Ring, I mean also the Dream, any type of mana pump up that you can give to this hero. And yeah, the stacks, like you said, DOTA2, he's getting enabled.
So much farm. Like, well on the way towards the Manta. It's going to be a great time.
I feel like right now they have to just start getting some kills on Spirit, or this is going to quickly unfold. ED Rune?
I mean, there's an Ancient Steel coming in onto Lot.
It's okay.
Okay. Quinn won't commit for it.
At least he gets a DD. Yeah. Maybe this, maybe DD. I think, yeah, set up for kills. Player in the darks here. Use this Ion Shell, because Collapse, he is having a good time. Like, his levels are good. He's level 7 with mech. And they do have some
who are you killing though? I mean, most of the time, Quinn's pretty much got the backup of Tofu, ready to keep him covered if Quinn gets gone on. And then outside of that, you got these 2 cores. I mean, DOTA2 obviously farming in this sort of triangular area. They can't get to him. And the other one's Ace. I mean, Ace has just been chilling up in this top lane. He knows nobody wants to go for the Underlord.
No, and that's the other thing is too, is they have Underlord. So if you do find Medusa,
backup's coming in.
Yeah, they just immediately appear there.
Well, We knew it was going to be a tough game in the draft. At 12 minutes in,
It's looking.
it's definitely looking like a tough game for Team Spirit.
Yeah. DOTA2, another stack to farm. I believe that's what, another double stack, and that's like the Manta done already. So having, I mean, Yotaro is doing an okay job at keeping up, but it doesn't feel enough, right? Sven needs to play ahead, it feels like, over this Medusa, and he's under wards, so he has to be a little bit careful with positioning too.
Gaming Gladiators, just sort of taking over this jungle area. They know there's only really one part of the map that Yotaro is going to be able to find any sort of farm in. And as you say, setting up vision in a manner that leads to potential opportunities to dive in and just go on the Sven if Yotaro shows.
And yeah, now they have a great healing Lotus. So Ace, if he can, if they do, let's say ever they find the Medusa, he Fiends Gates in, feeds her a Lotus, and that's another 1,600 effective HP.
Radiant's middle tower is
See if
under
they can
attack.
push down for the bottom tower, gathering up with Mira, with Laurel. DD is popped.
Radiant's
pick
bottom tower is under attack.
So who wants to show down here? Gaming Gladiators are playing it pretty sensible. Nobody's heading down to try and hold the tier 1. Celery's in the area, but he's not showing on the wave.
He's just stacking more camps. Oh, it won't actually work because the Ogre Bruiser just decides to Ogre Smash for no reason. I love that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're gonna fight it though.
He's 10 in. Celery's
strong.
got to set up.
It is Invis as well too.
See how much Team Spirit back off.
DOTA2 is in an absolutely insane position.
Wait, what's he doing over here?
And they put, I mean, this is the time to punish.
Killable. They're gonna go for him. They'll get the stone gaze off.
Fiends Gate though.
Yeah, the team's ready to connect. I mean, the beauty of the Underlord there. It doesn't matter where DOTA2 is farming. There's backup.
You can't punish this man. You just can't punish him.
He can actually go where he wants to
really
game
can.
because of the Underlord. And, you know, DOTA2, he's having a great time.
And looking for, I mean, I'm just looking at the Storm, and I'm like, Laurel continues to fall further and further behind, and there's max, like, level 3 Ancient Seal, level 4 Frostbite. The game's just not easy for him by any means.
I mean, what's he gonna buy against that?
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, and I don't know.
Radiant's
again.
bottom tower
He just
is
stone
under
gazes,
attack.
isn't it?
It doesn't matter where he is,
Dire's top tower is under
DOTA2. He can go hit creeps on any part of the map. He really can. A, he's a Medusa. He's had a great start. He's got some
Dire's
massive
middle
timing.
tower
And
is
B,
under
he's
attack.
got Ace ready to be by his side with the How do you punish this?
I don't know.
What do you do if your
I do
team's
not
Spirit?
know. Like we said, Yotaro keeping up, but I mean, he's actually falling behind now, so it's just...
I mean, but so he's got the Echo, the Mask. Probably see him get the BKB, and then maybe Team Spirit just smoke up.
Dire's top tower is
Just see
under
what
attack.
happens.
Just see what happens.
Sort of throw themselves at Gaming Gladiators, see if this Sven's able to clean up some kills.
But it needs, I feel like he needs BKB and then a damage item. Because right now, I feel like he's just going to tickle. He's literally just going to tickle her.
I mean,
But let's see the
you just got
wombo.
to try and kill everyone else.
Radiant's
I mean, let's see the
middle
wombo
tower is
combo.
under
Mira
attack.
almost has Solar Crest as well, too.
Dire's
So,
top tower
hey, maybe
is
all
under
these things
attack.
thrown together
And
onto
he's
Yotaro.
going the correct build as well over here on Collapse. You know, he's queuing up the 4-staff and the Blink. Because they need the wombo. He has to hit for these multi-man vacuums into the Stormhammer.
Radiant's
It is the
middle
only way.
tower is under attack.
See if they can connect something here.
With the Rolling Thunder, and he's caught Collapse here in a very awkward spot near the river. We'll get bounced up to the high ground, so Collapse will manage to live. Yotoro's in with a wrap around the backlines, looks towards Tofu La, commits in to get the kill. Quinn jumps up to the high ground direction with the body block, showing off the escape from Yotoro. They've got the vacuum from Collapse. Yotoro, he cannot win the fight though. A dropper's done, and there's no beating through this Medusa. Director still good to fight. Yotoro on the retreat, but Quinn chases him down, finishes him with the shield crash. I mean, we're very much seeing there the attempt from Team Spirit to get a fight going against Gaming Gladiators, but I think it went just as good as we were expecting it to, Fogged.
Yep.
They get one kill.
And I mean, it's target prioritization. They know how to fight. And Quinn he's playing 2 games good. It's just Pango. He is amazing on this hero. The target prioritization, right? Spirit, they're like, we got to just jump whoever we can go for. Boom, boom, boom. Uses God Strength. I think it's only a level 1 God Strength, if I'm not mistaken, before the fight starts too. Takes him a little bit to kill Tofu, and then they just go on the Sven immediately. Quinn doesn't give a crap about anybody else. Control the Darksteel long enough, and then they just stick on top of the poor Yotaro. And now, yeah, DOTA2
Just accelerate the
further
farm.
ahead.
Going to survive through that attempt of a team fight from Team Spirit.
Well, you know, we said it's a best of 3. They wanted to try.
They wanted to try.
He's gonna get banned next time. Over here. Jump, Tofu. Should be able to get this kill onto him.
Radiant's middle tower is
Important.
under
I mean,
attack.
any kills on Laurel's important. He needs to get something going.
Full Solar Crest on Mira.
Yep. Small things to enable. Next, he's queuing up the shard.
himself. He's
Radiant's
nearly got his
bottom
force.
tower is under attack.
As I say, some sort of way that I guess he can either bail out heroes, but ideally sort of get himself in position to catch them with a vacuum.
I thought he was just going to go straight for the blink dagger.
I would have liked the
The
blink,
blink, I actually didn't think...
he's going to go for both.
I'm interested why he was thinking the four, because I thought he was going to just do blink Aghanims and then you just make these Medusa illusions and you hope for the best that they're just going to be able to thrive. But I guess feeling like he does need a force to just survive and protect versus Skywrath. It's one of the best items.
Exactly. I think that's the, in these fights, if himself or even if Yutora gets caught in some sort of stun, Ancient Seal, Mystic Flare combo, they've got to have some way of bailing him out.
And I guess he's like looking at his supports and they're like,
yeah, they're not getting a forced up anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, Miposhka's getting kind of close to it, but just wanting multiple of them to be able to protect these guys versus the Frostbite and Ancient Seal, so I can understand it. It's actually a pretty cool item on Medusa, the Gossamer Cape. You know, maybe an underrated one, I don't know. We don't know too much about this item, but it actually feels kind of cool versus something like Sven. Dodging a big hit, move speed to farm faster.
I mean, at the same time, it feels like you don't need to dodge shots, but you can just tank so much, it's like... But indeed, effectively increasing your ability to tank, so there's these efforts from Yutora if he goes on you.
And there's the Greaves, so Ace, I mean, can even go for Crimson Guard if he wants to, if he feels the need to in this game, but he's got the two big ones. Greaves and Pipe are online in order to just buff up DOTA2, who Scotty is very soon to be finished for him.
Close, yeah. 500 gold.
Yutora almost has BKB. Feels like perhaps another chance where they can go for some type of timing fight here. Quinn, he's got an Aghanims. And not only just an Aghanims, also has a shield rune, so this is an unbelievably tanky Pangolier.
Yeah. I mean, just three cores you're not really killing.
He doesn't have like a force staff or anything protected, but he doesn't need it.
He's gonna go back in. There's the force here. They already get Marl out. The combo of the Sky, but still the remaining duration of the silence is enough for Quinn to close down with Rolling Thunder. They take out Lyle. Quinn, he's gonna be ready to try and look for more. Closes the gap onto Collapse. Collapse counts, but immediately silenced by Tofu. 2 dead. He's gonna attempt to go in onto DOTA2. Gazes out. Is his BKB and Godstrength committed in from Yutora? Will not get the kill, but he will get out. So something,
Dire's structures are
but nothing.
But nothing. That was their attempt.
That was it. That was their timing.
And it's probably not going to get any better than that, unfortunately, for Team Spirit.
The silence just lasts an eternity.
So long.
Poor Laurel.
Yeah. Laurel could not do anything after he gets caught by that opening.
And there's just too much catch for him. The Underlord Root, the Silence, the Frostbite, etc., and Quinn just being an absolute menace. He's too farmed.
I mean, that's just Yutora's episode. How much of the mana did he manage to work through, really? It's now DOTA2 down to about half of the mana shield, but after that,
you can see the pressure they're feeling on their faces. They're just like, well, you know, an attempt was made. On to next towers. Tormentors have now spawned. Wisdom Rune also going to be spawning. Gaming, they probably just look to set up, take that one away.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting new records here. DOTA2, of course, we're having quite a few Medusa games, but yeah, they're the fastest Scardy that we have seen out these Medusa games so far.
And yeah, he's just going to work on Tormentor now. Actually, he doesn't have any bodies.
Never
mind. I was like, where's Quinn at?
It's going to take it, yeah, that needs an extra bit of DPS.
Yeah. Quinn's trying to find farm level 15 probably, but I think they're probably making the call. Okay, we should probably set up for it pretty soon.
Sure.
But 15 is the, that big talent, of course, too, for the Pango, who has this insane itemization, this insane timings for him. 505 Quinn. Having a flawless game. All 3 cores, pretty much. DOTA2 except for that 1 death, of course. Everything is pretty perfect. Okay, we'll go for a different objective. A more painful one than a Tormentor, of course. A more important one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I imagine you just do you give the edges to Quinn? Is there any point down one direction?
I think you do.
He's not going to
I think you give it a Quinn.
Right,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
How Lotus is doing it, shipping checking as well. Yeah, they still have a great healing Lotus on Tofu as well.
Okay. So he's ready to go that way through in the middle of the fight.
Yep.
And I believe they've got, what, 1 or 2 mangoes too? Yeah. And they actually have 2 great healing Lotuses. So they could actually potentially have that greater healing Lotus in a second too, and then throw that on.
Spirit's coming down, and DOTA2 has just TP'd up to the top lane. So this would not be a bad time for them to fight. That's good, they can bring it in, but they're going to get the jump onto Ace.
And they finish him, he's tanky.
He's very tanky. Toro in with the God Strength. It's going to be enough damage to bring Ace slow with the vacuum. They've got it.
He's got the gate down though.
And the Phoenix gate was down, so the backup from DOTA2 Spirit's coming in. He's across the map, ready to rejoin the rest of Gaming Gladiators as they push back on Team Spirit. Toro will go for the TP away in the trees, and he'll make it out of there.
Dire's bottom tower.
A good kill, to be honest.
Considering the situation Team Spirit's in, they'll take that.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the exact move that they had to. They know that there's sort of that chance where direction may have split from the team. They go straight in, they go onto Ace. They try and stop him getting the Fiend's Gate out. Of course, they weren't quite successful in that. But you've only got to imagine, if they did actually stop him from getting that laid down, they may have even been able to get even more from that team.
Potentially, yeah.
So good effort there.
It was a good call to try to attempt it, because I mean, I guess they just knew that they'd known for a second that DOTA2 was out, but yeah, Fiend's Gate, I mean, this is the reason that this combo is just so broken. It just, yeah, the Medusa can farm anywhere, like you said from before. Quinn now, level 15. He's got that talent. Blink also online. And the control just becomes further and further there for Toro. Imagine, I mean, if Quinn decides to just go for, like, you know, Shard and Basher next, right? It's going to be more elements for this poor Sven to have to deal with to try to touch DOTA2. He does not have BKB.
He's got Mirror here to help out. Pops him over the Berserk Potion.
You get his stun. Yeah. And yeah, Ace is literally just full going aura. He's actually going to go for everything.
Then once he's got that,
he's not dying either.
Unlikely that they will be able to take him out in that similar fashion that they did in that last move.
Dire's bottom tower.
How's Laurel's itemization going? I mean, it's just so slow. He did not have the game that I think he wanted to as this Storm. He will collect himself a great healing Lotus, though, at the least. Up top, they buffed that one, so he does get actually he gets an extra healing Lotus as well, too, afterwards.
Yeah, where we see sort of collapse also change it up. Obviously, the ideal situation would be he gets the blink and then the Ags, but because the game's speeding up so fast, he's just going to forego the blink and just try and get this Ags ASAP.
Maybe he should just go blink and then the Alk feeds him an Ags.
I mean, that could have been a strat. But I mean, Mirror's going to start building up towards an Axe. That is
really, there's really nothing else that you can build on an Alchemist support as. Well, it's going to have to be.
And of course, I imagine the other Agnims that's going to be rather beneficial is going to be given in the way of Laurel, right?
Laurel, yeah.
It's essentially a secondary vacuum that's sort of set up for your Toro to clean up with a good Storm Hammer and the cleave damage with that God Strength.
Yeah.
So, if they can get these two online, you can definitely sort of see what Team Spirit were going for with the draft. They just they didn't expect to be kind of 25 minutes this far behind and just struggling to get these core items that could lead to maybe being some sort of solution to what Gaming Gladiators are doing.
They punish.
And Quinn's got an Aegis.
Can't even take that out.
Dire's middle tower.
I was checking if my push gets Shard. I was like, oh, is he going to do like a recall play? And then they can outnumber the way. Either way, if you commit too much, a Fiend's Gate's going to come. They're going to go join or bring Quinn over as the push.
It's coming in.
It's commencing. I think that's a full data list coming out on the courier too. And yeah, they'll call Quinn over. Hey, Quinn, something might be going down. Get over here.
Crimson Soul, the sort of parts coming together here for Gaming Gladiators to proceed to the high ground.
Dire are scanning.
Huge. Trying to buy time, so cutting some waves and stuff like that. They are very close to the Ags on Collapse. Quinn, he's going on him immediately. Collapse able to surge away. But Quinn, he's on the chase.
He's gonna try. He's gonna chase this. Collapse. He's up and he's out. On the cliff, DP away.
Buying time. Attempting to buy time.
It is mine.
And how's your Toro's progression looking? About to himself trying to get that Daedalus after the harpoon.
Anything that they can do to buff him up. Like we said, Berserk Potion, Solar Crest, literally just pump this Sven up and hope. Looking around like maybe even like a Vlad's or something. Just get anything you can to hope that your Toro's able to pump out the damage. I mean, push though.
Maybe if they can hit this wombo combo.
Let's see. Is gaming gonna be in a bad position? Is the question. Right now they're pretty close.
Torque coming head for the BKB. Will turn towards Quinn, but the buffs come out.
Vacuum.
It's a big vacuum.
Okay,
it's already off, and your Toro frozen in position will not be able to get up the follow-up damage that he would hope for. 2 dead on Team Spirit. Nobody dead at the moment on Gaming Gladiators. Mirror and Maposhka, they're trying to find something, but Quinn is in, takes out Maposhka.
They're all just too tanky. These auras are ridiculous. Ace just.
I mean, because that was
a
a 4-man vacuum.
I think it was a 4 or 5.
It got a lot of them, but it did not matter.
But at least we got to see it. At least we got to see the vacuum.
We'll see it again.
Let's see. Was it 4 or 5?
I think it was 4.
Okay.
He gets the 4 of them, but indeed, your Toro frozen in position.
Sad.
And honestly, even if he was able to hit, it probably wasn't going to look that glorious at all. They're too far behind.
Well, like we said, Medusa likely to just get banned every
Dire's
season.
bottom tower is under attack.
Collapsed. So he's going to have the freedom to push out this bottom lane. Quinn, Tofu immediately on top of him.
See you later.
Back to base for him.
But yeah, so I mean, looking forward into like next game, hoping not to see more Snake Lady because she's too strong, especially when enabled. They did get one, even just one mana pumper, right? Anything like this, and just having Underlord auras as well, just ridiculous. I have to give credit to Quinn. I think Quinn absolutely went bonkers this game. 907.
Yeah.
Literal flawless performance on the Pango.
I mean, he's got to be super happy. Last patch we saw kind of Quinn and these other mids popping up on the Pango. Means that Pango's still in a great spot to do this.
Charles, can you finish off the ace?
They might do this time. They'll get an ace. Again, that was the everything really. The BKB, the God Strength. It's one kill. It's not enough to stop the push from Gaming Gladiators. DOTA2's back in, takes out the tower, and he's on to another set of barracks.
And look at the itemization he's gone for too. He's going for Nullifier, so it's like, you know, your war cry is just going to be non-existent in pretty much every fight. Same thing for Surge trying to get away. Can't get away from DOTA2. And it gives you some, honestly, it gives you some tankiness too. A little bit of armor, a little more for that Medusa. Can't die anyway. The Poshka.
How close are we against the Ags on collapse? He's nearly got it.
He's nearly got it.
300 gold away. Maybe we'll get to see sort of an illusion created with DOTA2 this game before the Ancient falls.
Or will it do anything?
Has fallen.
I mean, because that's the thing. I mean, will they be able to very quickly kill this illusion, would you imagine, Gaming Gladiator?
Absolutely. They have so much damage. I mean, they'll delete it. And if it's not deleted, it's just going to get disarmed.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Level 18 Quinn. Clean and methodical. Mid rack's gone. Bottom rack's the important one taken out. A Spirit. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're probably just discussing stuff for the next.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
honest.
attack.
A DD in the bottle too. Medusa now has the. I mean, I've always said that this talent is broken as well too. The level 20 talent on Medusa, even before she's gotten all these buffs. Stone Gaze duration. 8 seconds. Good luck BKB hitting her.
Poshka. He just wanted to push out the mid wave.
He has a tone. Wait, that was a gem. Well, it happened.
He's got buyback available. Even without, he's only down 20 or so seconds. He will buy back anyway.
DD popped.
Try and see if they can hold this top set of barracks.
The final hurrah.
There's BKB on Lyle. And Aghanims is there.
Okay.
Let's see if... Just get one punch in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
See if we can get that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're going to try. They're going to try. That's it. They're going to bring it back in. And it's straight over the Stone Gate. He's already on. DOTA2 just destroys him. Your Toro goes out. He's out of the game for 70. No buyback on him.
I mean, DD ruined.
They did make the illusion, though.
Okay, they got the illusion.
But it died subsequently very fast. I mean, obviously, look at DOTA2's mana. They were able to do a little bit of damage to him. They got his mana pool taken down pretty low. Miles going to try and jump in onto Quinn, but the rags are being taken, and Team Spirit, they've had enough. GG's called. Gaming Gladiators. They get the Medusa, they get the win.
Yep, and it's actually, like, I know they're going to talk about it a bunch on the panel, but it's the way that they set it up. It's of course, yes, Medusa absolutely busted, right? But it's the way that it all goes down in like that third, fourth pick. I know Peter consistently was asking, he's like, if you're going to go for this Darkseer, you want to try to have it with this